out here. Speaking of, I did a documentary, guys. I did. Let me find a nice picture to make sure that there's nobody else in the picture. So when they see this, they'll be like, why are you talking about me? And how you... Listen, Don't worry, I won't play it on YouTube, guys. I can't play it on YouTube, but if I could, I'd probably get into the bars. Keep a black box, I'm on the left side, on the right side, yeah, that's the good side. Holy! This is the first solo one, okay? So new series up on the We Love Hip Hop channel, The Real Toronto Stories. Okay, starting with narration by me, but you know we'll be getting more narrators as we go along. Anybody who wants to bring a good story to the table and write it up, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it popping. But the first one that we did was on the history of the Toronto drill scene. Salute to all the people who've tapped into that and keep on tapping into that. Let's run up the views on that one right there. Okay. Technically, the first one was the one on Mark Moore. This guy's brethren. Or where is he? This guy's brethren. Right? I shouldn't be pointing. Yo, John, young boy is better. So the first one right now is Mayhem Morearty. I played it safe for now. I'm halfway through writing the second one. The second one, I'll tell you guys now, okay? Just straight up, because I love to be transparent with the audience, okay? I love it. The second one will be top 5. And the GGGs. Okay? It's not always going to be a rise and fall thing. But the next one's going to be a rise and fall. Okay? Houdini's also one that's in the works. I seen a suggestion for Mr. Comfortable. I accept that suggestion. And we'll start doing the research and the work on a Mr. Comfortable one. But let me know what who y'all want a story on in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this one here was fair. I didn't shit on him. I didn't big him up. Like some people are like, yo, how are you promoting this rat? No, I called him an informant, or I read about the fact that he was an informant in the thing. I didn't hide it. I wasn't like, well, you know, Mayhem was a great artist. Have a good day. No, he was a great artist and he fucked up. Okay. However, I feel that he might have been ahead of his time in two different ways. One, musically, he was fucking dope. Okay. Maybe still is dope. He might still be making music that he doesn't release. Okay. I'll tell y'all another thing too. This video was dropped back in 2012 and it didn't have 14,000 views on it at the time. All right. So somebody's watching it and it's not me. I only use this for research purposes. Okay. However, somebody's watching it. So somebody's still consuming the streams. I was in a barbershop the other day. Young boy didn't even know who the hell he was. You know what I'm saying? Me and the old heads were like, yo, that was crazy. Yo, it was crazy all those times, them times. And we turned to the young boy and we were like, yo, you know who Mayhem Morearty is? And he was like, nah, fam, sounds crazy. And I was like, holy shit. And I'm not talking about a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old. Like, the nigga was probably like 23, 24. There's a lot of people who don't know about some of these old school Toronto legends who are putting in work, who had amazing music, a lot of accolades. I'm not going to go through all the list of accolades because you all should go check out the little docu-piece. It's only 7 minutes. It's not even a long thing. Like, We're not going to be doing no 30-minute documentary pieces. You know what I'm saying? Quick, in and out like a bank robbery. Oop, wrong choice of phrase. Holy. But he's ahead of his time in two ways. Musically and snitchery. Because if this was a 2022 Mayhem and El Presidente in their case, would we still be as hard as him on him, pause, as we are now? Because last I checked, I was looking at something on, I think it was Academics' page. Salute to DJ Academics. And he was showing a clip from Tekashi 6ix9ine's last live show overseas. This motherfucker was jumping off of the stage into an ocean of people, and the security had to go running behind him to go get him to make sure that the money was safe. Because he got a bag of upward of $100,000 to perform that night. I don't think I need to repeat that. And that's one show. It's not, oh, you got a one-off. Okay, you lucky. Well, you lucky you got that one show, Tekashi. No, I'm sure he's booked and busy. So I ask you guys again, was this nigga ahead of his time? Because in 2022, niggas would have found excuses for him. $500K to perform, John Doe says, not $100K. Excuse me. That nigga gets rich every show. Y'all don't think that would be able to fly in the T-Dot? Like we still wouldn't have it? Like, nah, fam. I don't give a fuck what them niggas is doing in Brooklyn. Nah, fam. We ain't supporting that out here. Because it's not like Tekashi 6ix9ine is from the suburbs. He's from Brooklyn. Okay? He's not from Long Island. He's from Brooklyn. One of the hardest boroughs, the most populated borough in New York City. Okay? He still has guys who are running around with him claiming gang gang. He's still talking tough. He's running up on niggas in parking lots like Meek Mill. Okay? DJ Andre 905, what up? Now, I see you saying what you're saying here, Darnell. Tell me what hood is claiming, bro. Like, okay, he's originally from Jungle. Obviously, niggas in his hood are not going to claim him. But even with Tekashi, them new niggas that he just popped up with, that was just recently. And they're gone already. He doesn't need a crew. He's been able to keep his popularity, keep people's attention. Don't get me wrong. I know his streams are not as high as they were before the snitching, okay? I'm not dumb. However, he's still making more streams than the average Toronto rapper 10 times over. Making way more money than the average Toronto underground rapper 10 times over. I understand also we got Drake. But all these underground niggas that we be covering on a regular basis, they could wish they had Tekashi's career, minus the snitching. But Tekashi did snitch, and he still has a career. So I ask again, y'all don't think that Mayhem Morearty in 2022 would be able to do the same thing? Or am I crazy? I'm okay with being crazy. Well, not crazy, but being wrong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know, because it doesn't seem like these young boys give a fuck anymore. Half of these niggas be snitching anyway. So what's the problem? Listen, if I wasn't living in Toronto, I would have interviewed him already. Put it that way. Okay? Because niggas have a different way of thinking out here. It's kind of behind. Right? It's kind of like, and I'm not trying to say we're slow or anything, but we all know that Canada's always been a little bit behind on game. Okay? Do me a favor while y'all are in here, because we're getting a nice audience popping up in here. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to smash that like button. Let's push this up in the algorithms. I got a few more things I want to talk about still. Okay, but in these days and times, with the amount of people who are out here, known informants, all these different, look at Desiree Perez. Isn't she like one of the big people over at Rock Nation? Meek Mill, all of them is good with it. She testified. She wore a wire. Right? Toronto, the problem with Toronto is we're afraid to get into that next level money. Obviously there's some people in the States who have refused, who have declined interviews from Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, Gilly the Kid, Joe Budden. I don't know about the radio stations if they declined. And he even stopped being playlisted, all those different things, right? But somebody's buying the tickets to his shows. And somebody's still streaming it into the whatever lower millions that he's still receiving. So enough people are okay with it for him to make the decision that he made. Now, I'm not saying that I condone of any of these things, okay? I live by a certain code. Even if I'm not in the streets, I'm from the streets, I have to understand there's a certain code that I have to live by, right? So if I'm in the car with somebody and we're doing a crime together, best believe I ain't gonna snitch. Okay? I can't say the same for everybody else. However, there's different scenarios if I can delve down that road a little bit. And pit through. What up? Step of Don Diggity. What up? G the same. G's the main. I can never read your name, brother. Slime in. So let me ask y'all. Nigga get in the car with y'all. You're a law-abiding citizen. You pay your taxes. You just work a 9 to 5. Once upon a time, you were in the street, or you live around hood niggas. You were never even in the street. You're just around hood niggas. You driving with your nigga. He's in the passenger seat. Y'all get pulled over. Unbeknownst to you, he takes his burner out, slides it under the seat. You guys get arrested for a burner. He ain't claiming it. He has priors. So the cop puts it on you. Now you can't get to work on Monday. Common gang strong, common gang strong, common gang strong. Okay? This is a hypothetical scenario that I've laid out for you. Do you snitch? Do you say, that's not my gun, officer? That gun ain't mine. Oh my Lord. T.I. voice. That gun ain't mine, officer. Right? What do? You tell me. Okay? This is for the law-abiding, the 9 to 5ers, the cubicle gang. That's just your homie. You haven't seen a burner in years. What do? 30 Sprite, what up? So, okay, let's do a yes or no. Or let's do it by a show of thumbs, okay? I don't want to make y'all type too much about this. Do you say, officer, that's not my gun. That's his. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know. Comment gang strong. Okay? Let me reiterate that you and him are not on your way to do a crime. You're on your way to go pick up some bitches or whatever. You don't even realize that this nigga had the burner until you got pulled over. The officer says there's a gun under the seat. Nigga, what? This is my baby mama's car. What do you do? John Doe says, no, we're going to trial, boy. Keeping it solid. What else we got in here? Staff block. 30 Sprite says thumbs down. You keeps your mouth. Red Man says I'll keep my mouth shut. Thumbs down. Dardo says we go to trial, most deaf. So you know y'all, none of y'all niggas is going to work on Monday, right? That's just not happening. Ooh. 1 second. I have somebody who's coming up to bring some cakes. So yeah. You're calling in sick on the free call? Yo, that happened to me one time. I had not even call in sick. I had to call my workplace that I had just gotten a job at. This is early in the game, 2012, when I got locked up. When the rope squad came and picked me up. You know what I'm saying? And all my bags and stuff were left over in the office. You know, my backpack, all my stuff. And I asked the policeman, like, they were plainclothes. Okay, story time, quick, fast. They were plainclothes cops, so I asked them if they could just go upstairs and just say, you know, I had a family emergency, not mention the fact that they're cops, hopefully, right? Because they just came and picked me up in front of the workplace. I'm just smoking a cigarette. 2 white youths and a black guy just walk up to me and say, hey, are you Kofi so-and-so? I said, yes. And they said, okay, we're the rope squad. We've been advised to come and pick you up for breaching your parole. What? So I told him, you know, can you just go get my bag upstairs? Blah, blah, blah. And he took me off over to the West Detention. Off I go. I give them a call now the next day. I waited to the next day. You know what I mean? Call my girl, call a few other people. Waited the next day. Got a 3-way to call the workplace. You know, I didn't know how long I was going to be gone for. So I was like thinking like, maybe I'll be back next week. And I told my boss, like, yeah, I had a bit of a family emergency and, it's going to be about just a little bit less than a week before I come back. And she was like, oh my God, Kofi, I thought you went to jail. The cops came upstairs and said that they were taking your bags because they were taking you to jail. I said, oh, fuck. These motherfuckers. The police didn't do what I asked them to do? The nerve of them. Right? So, whatever. My boss found out. You know the funny part is when I finally I got home like 3 months later, she still took me back in the office. That way. Sick when you do that. But yeah, look out for that. Is the documentary piece that's out right now. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a few more like real soon. You know what I'm saying? Let me just make sure. 511. Yeah, we're going to be doing a few more real soon. Like I said, next one is going to be top 5. And I'm not going to let y'all know who the next one is. I'm writing 2 at the same time. Okay? And yeah, she was a real one. Salute to Tracy. I'm going to just ball her out one time. Salute to Tracy. That's a fucking real chick right there. She's like, there's something about you that I like. I think we're going to take you back. And they took me back. Real shit. I worked there all the way until the time I decided to leave. I never even got fired. Sick when you do that, bro. No, she couldn't bail me. I was on parole. Anyhow, let's move on.